Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Real Life Perspective by Filmmaker. And if you were watching last week, we did a little bit of pyrotechnics in my backyard with Landon, and it was pretty interesting. And at one point, he started lighting a group of papers on fire. We were safe about it. That's what the purpose of the video was, showing you how to do pyrotechnics safely. So if you haven't watched it, go check it out. But when he started lighting something on fire, I picked up the tripod and moved it. And I thought, I haven't really showed this to people, but a tripod itself has a lot of different uses than just setting a camera on it like I am now. So I'm going to show you some uses that I think are very, very good for a tripod, whether or not you're using them or not. Alright, so simple tripod, you are going to, excuse me, boy howdy. I'm not from the South, what are you talking about, boy howdy. You're gonna make the neck go up a little bit. Okay. So, when you make the neck go up a little bit, and say you have a camera on the other end, all my other cameras are at the other house, you're gonna have to imagine there's one there. Turn the tripod head so it's flat like this, tighten everything up on it so it's not gonna move, and if you haven't seen where I'm going with this yet, you have a nice little stabilization rig here, and you can adjust it to fit your size a little bit more. And the nice thing is, if you set it here and you have your camera here, you have way more. If you can see how much I'm holding it off the back, a lot of your weight is going towards the back, so it's even going to work to counterbalance it a little bit. So that's just, if you only have a tripod on you at the time, it's great. I'm going to show you guys a stabilizer I've made, a couple of them. I've made like 5 or 6 of them, but I'm going to show you guys one. But makeshift stabilizer, this is actually my friend Kabram's idea. Kabram Aldred, his name is iCabe Aldred on YouTube. I'll throw him a link right here. Not a link, but a namesicle, because I don't know how to do hyperlinks on this new version of YouTube. Blah. But yeah, check him out. He's pretty cool. Alright, so another use is when you have it on a tripod. I'm going to zoom out here, so hopefully you can, well, that's in. That is in. That is zooming in. When you have your tripod like this, say you have your camera on the top of it, what you're going to do is you're going to have 2 legs out longer than one, and you're going to set those on the ground, and say you tilt it back like this so one's way off, keep your camera steady, or like this, and you can do a sort of slow jib shot coming up. And that one I learned from the Film Riots like 3 years ago. It's a nice little trick. I really haven't used it, but it's a nice perk to be thrown out there. But my main tripod use that I really like is that if you open up the neck completely, right here, open up all the legs and move them down as far as you can, you end up with a tripod with a really wide base on the bottom. And once you do here lock it in, is when you have the tripod on top. This is what I did with Landon the other day. I just picked it up, and it makes a really nice steady cam for when you're moving it, because you have a really, really weighted base and it's very spread out. And so if you keep a hand on the side here and move it like this, you have a steady cam. Don't build one out of PVC. Because honestly, I don't find it any more effective than a giant tripod. Really, it's not. I find that the tripod is very effective for keeping shots stable if you want a steady cam like that, rather than a shoulder rig, which I don't really prefer it, but it's nice when I just brought a tripod along with me. I'm like, okay, I can make a moving shot now. So there are some irregular things that you don't really see tripods used for at most times, but they are very effective and they're very nice. It's a very versatile piece of gear because of this swiveling head and all the moving pieces on it with the legs and the elongated neck. So check it out. Try some cool tricks with some other gear, because when you're doing independent stuff, you have less gear, but you have to make it go further, so you have to be more creative. So, check it out. I hope you like it. Hope it works for you, and we will see you on Friday, where hopefully I'll have the Windows 8 video. I don't know. But anyways, see ya.